Hello, friends and fellow bibliophiles. Welcome back to Kat's Novel Adventures. Today, I have a special video that I want to share about a fun reading project that I am participating in with Lindsey at Lindsey's Little Library and Sarah at Sarah's Nightstand. I can't wait to share all the exciting details with you. I met Lindsey and Sarah at the BookTube Besties Retreat back in July. These amazing ladies have a wonderful weekly series on their channels called Book List Thursday, where every week they share some bookish related ideas, thoughts, or recommendations. I think it's really great, so I'm going to leave a link to both of their channels in the description box below so that you can check out their wonderful content. As part of this series, they do rounds of 5-star predictions. They choose 3 books that they think are going to be 5 stars. The books that are chosen are based on a certain theme, and they are read over a 2-month period. At the end of the second month, they follow up with their thoughts, and then they let everybody know if the books they've chosen turned out to be 5-star reads. This is where I come into the picture, and I am very excited. Lindsey and Sarah invited me to be a guest for this year's first round of 5-star predictions for January and February. What a happiness boost. And in 2024, they are doing one-word prompts, and the word that they chose for January and February is new. And I was told I could interpret however I want. So here are my 5-star predictions. So my first book is Newest King book, and that is Holly by Stephen King. This is his newest book. It was published back in September. I was supposed to read it for the spooky season and didn't get to it, and then was going to try to squeeze it in November, December, and still didn't get to it. So now I am choosing it for my first 5-star prediction because I love Holly Gibney. I have followed her since she was introduced in the King universe back in Mr. Mercedes, read the whole trilogy. I've read The Outsider, and I've also read the novella If It Bleeds. So now it's time for me to check out Holly and see if it's going to be 5 stars. Holly is a private investigator, and in this story, she is on her own, and she is up against a pair of unimaginably depraved and brilliantly disguised adversaries. I will say that they classify Holly as horror, but I think it's more of crime fiction or thriller. It's going to be suspenseful. Maybe some horror elements will be mixed in there, but regardless, I love Stephen King. He is my favorite author, and I cannot wait to dive into Holly. The second book that I have chosen is a book that I have been wanting to read since last year, and it is for the prompt new to me author, and that is Stolen Tongues by Felix Blackwell. This is a horror novel, and I'm very excited to read it, especially at this time of year, because it takes place in a very cold setting, in an isolated cabin close to some woods. It's about Faye and Felix. They're going on a romantic getaway, but it doesn't turn out exactly as they planned. And there is a creature or a monster of sorts that is hanging around the outside. And I think there might be a blizzard and they might get snowed in. And so it's the two of them and something lurking outside. But I do know my friend Kelsi at Slime and Slashers read it. She recommended it to me, and she said it was a book that really scared her, gave her the creeps. And I don't usually have a lot of books, really, that ever scare me. It's more movies that'll scare me or Criminal Minds that'll scare me. So I'm really excited to see not only if it will give me those creepy vibes that I'm looking for, but if it will also be a 5-star read. The third book I chose is a middle grade selection because it is a NEWbery award winner from 2014, and that is Flora and Ulysses, The Illuminated Adventures by Kate D. Camilla. I love Kate D. Camilla's books. I think they're a lot of fun, and I think this one is going to be just as fun as the ones I've read in the past. It is about Flora, who is a natural-born cynic, and also Ulysses, who is an unassuming squirrel, and together they will conquer villains, defend the defenseless, and protect the weak, or something. But I've always enjoyed the stories that are read by Kate DiCamilla, and I think this is going to be a good time as well. So there you have it. Those are all of my 5-star predictions. I'm going to have 2 months to read them, and then I'm going to come back and release a video on Thursday, February the 29th, where I will share my thoughts about all 3 books, as well as how I rated them. Well, friends, I am happy with the 3 books that I have chosen for this reading project. Have you read any of these books? Let me know in the comments below. You know I like to hear what you have to say about what I'm reading. And thanks again to Lindsey and Sarah for inviting me to be a guest for the 5-star predictions this first round of the year. And thanks to you for stopping by and watching. You know I appreciate you being here. And please don't forget to check out Lindsey and Sarah's channels. But until our paths cross again, stay amazing and be adventurous.